Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to review a movie here called Destroyer with Lyle Alzado. Let's watch. Lyle Alzado on the left there plays serial killer Ivan Mosier. And it's his execution day. And he's strapped in.
Ivan Mosier, you've been sentenced to die in the electric chair for the rape and murder of 23 men, women, and children. You have your last statement? 24.
Anyway, they fry him, and things seem to go a little haywire, though, as it was happening. The power was, like, flicking on and off, and apparently a riot is now breaking out in the prison. But he sure looks dead to me. Meanwhile, here's Deborah Foreman, a stunt woman, and David Harris, played by Clayton Romer. They're a couple. I believe he's a scriptwriter for a movie that's about to be shot. Anthony Perkins is the director of this movie. It's a women in prison movie shot in the prison 18 months later after Mosier was executed.
It was too loose.
He's someone that's going to have to pay for what happened here.
The riot was the worst in the nation's history, resulting in the deaths of 13 guards and 37 inmates. It began following the execution of serial killer Ivan Mosier.
Does it have,
a what?
tits and everything?
Deborah Foreman plays Malone, and as she's wandering some of the cells by herself,
Here is none of your business, and I don't want anybody questioning my men about it. Understand? We understand. Mr. Harris, do you understand?
Yes.
anyway, the warden goes to take a dump. Someone decides to torch him. Meanwhile, Malone does her stunt woman prowess. She's probably had a stunt woman doing it for her.
Be locked in.
Something goes haywire in the...
So are you, and the locking system automatically seals the prison during a power failure.
They're stuck.
It only works.
They gotta go down to the boiler room to reset the power, and while he was down there, he fell into a hole into the sewer.
Come on. Let's get him out of there.
We don't trust this janitor guy, and there's a body down there.
Son of a bitch, you had it coming. You're an asshole since the day you were born.
Later on, Malone finds another note. We'll be alone soon. She thinks he did it, but he didn't, and it's gone.
Responsible for what?
Meanwhile, this cop gets attacked, and based on those biceps, I'd say Ivan Mosier's still alive. Confirmed. He's got some big jackhammer type gun or something. Meanwhile, our main actress wanders around and she discovers him too. Bad move. Now, as she was running away, she got chased by the janitor guy, and then he takes a tumble. But has she escaped Mosier's wrath? Nope. It's time for the big nude scene.
Malone, take your clothes off.
Oh, no, not me.
Those boxes disappeared on me. We'll only photograph you from the back.
You mean where my ass is?
Hey, this is the 80s, don't check the trades. Nudity is required of everyone. More steam!
There's a great nude scene I wish I could show you here, but I can't show you Lyle Alzado watching them.
There seems to be a problem in the boiler room. The power died.
This guy was in the prison during the riots.
So what you're telling me is that Mosier's still alive?
I'm telling you, Ivan Mosher is half alive.
Meanwhile, Mosier has strapped Anthony Perkins in the electric chair and is firing it up. And now he's got Malone, too. So what does he do to her now that he's got her? Well, he cuts her hair, gives her a haircut, and then he eats it. She's disgusted by her hair getting eaten, so she stabs him with scissors. He catches her again and straps her in the chair. Licks her blood, eats her hair. And even though she's cuffed in, after he leaves to do whatever, she's somehow able to get out of that. A little implausible, but whatever. Malone's free.
Disguise from who?
And then Harris finds him.
Hey, a disguise from who?
Now Malone has wired the bars. So she thinks she's killed him, but nope. They crash a car inside there, and a motorcycle.
Playing hard to get.
And then the janitor shows his face again.
Sonny boy plays kind of rough, don't he? But I know how to show a lady a good time.
They end up falling in the sewer together until she finds a rock. So we have two bad guys in this movie. She finally gets him. One final scare in this movie, she's in the hospital. Now he's eating his own ear. But not to worry. She and her man are okay. Alright. Watched a movie here called The Destroyer. I remember watching this, taping it. I think it showed up on one of the movie channels, maybe around 1987, 88, 89, that range there. Remember taping it, watching it, and thinking it was an okay film, and I kind of feel that same way today. I haven't seen it in many, many years, probably at least 15, maybe even 20 years almost, since the last time I saw this movie. It stars Lyle Alzado, Anthony Perkins, and Deborah Foreman. And what's that other guy's name? Roner? I don't know. He's the guy from Just One of the Guys. Clayton Roner. Anyway, so it starts out with Lyle Alzado. He plays this serial killer named Ivan Mosher. He's being put to death in the electric chair. And something goes haywire as they're frying him. And it appears that he's dead. We see him all bloodied up and like unconscious and stuff. So we assume he's dead. But there's some sort of riot that happened at the time. The power went out or something. I don't know. Fast forward a couple of years or so, maybe, I'm not sure. 18 months later, it says. And the prison apparently is empty now, and they're being using it for filming a women in prison movie directed by Anthony Perkins. He's the director in this movie. Deborah Foreman plays, she's a stunt woman for some of these women. And Clayton Roner, I think, is the scriptwriter or something. But she and Deborah Foreman and Clayton Roner have some sort of romance going on as well. So anyway, strange things start happening around the prison. People start dying. It's like there's a serial killer on the loose. We're come to find out that Lyle Alzado, he's not really dead. Although we hear a guy later on who was like in the prison at the time. He says he's half dead. I don't understand it. He's half dead and living in the prison. I don't know. Is he like a monster? Is he? I don't know what the hell he is. Is he a ghost? I don't know. But he's certainly killing people, and he seems to have a great time doing it. He's laughing like a maniac throughout this whole thing, swearing and saying bitch a lot, and fuck and bitch, and laughing. That's all he does in this movie. Ultimately, he kills just about everybody. We're left with Deborah Foreman and Clayton Roner at the end. They're running around. He captures her, throws in the electric chair. They go back and forth. She escapes. He beats up the other guy. Ultimately, she is able to fry him at one point. She's got the chair somehow hooked up to the bars, and she fries him. Then ultimately, she just basically tortures him at the end. He burns, and then he's allegedly dead. And that's kind of how our movie ends. We actually have one final scene where they're in the hospital. The two survive. And she gets a visit from Lyle Zed, and his face is all burned, and he rips off his ear and eats it. Then she wakes up. It's a dream. So there you go. Speaking of eating body parts, earlier in that film, he had her strapped in the electric chair. He was cutting her hair and then eating the hair, putting the hair in his mouth. What the hell? That's a strange scene. But anyway, the movie itself, it's got a fair amount of violence in it, and there's some full frontal nudity by these 6 women who are within the movie. The movie within the movie. They're filming a women in prison movie, and of course you have to have shower scenes in that one. That's what they're filming in this movie. Incidentally, they show up on IMDb as shower sirens, and 5 of the 6 did nothing else but this movie. Who knows if that's even their real names? I don't know. But anyway, so that's the Destroyer. I picked it up on this Blu-ray here with Edge of Sanity, which also features Anthony Perkins, which I'm actually going to watch next. I actually had that on DVD, but now I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. So there you go. So anyway, it's called Destroyer. I'm curious if anybody else has seen it. Lyle Alzado, this was filmed in 87, released in 88. In 1992, he died. Presumably from steroids. He allegedly didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't take any drugs. He was totally clean. He said the only thing he ever put in his body that it was perhaps a little catchy was steroids. And he blamed his brain cancer that he died from on it. So who knows? But anyway, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. It's Destroyer. On-screen title is actually called Shadow of Death, but it's the same movie, Destroyer. Watch it. Bye.